Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. It's Monday. How was your day today? Please let me know in the comments below. I hope it's going well. I hope that everything is looking springy, because today is the first day of spring, and guess what? T-shirts. I made new t-shirts! I teased it on Friday. I showed you the screen that I bought to print these shirts, and this is a huge improvement over the last attempt, which I will link here. When I did the negative with the Clorox attempt, that shirt turned out okay, but it's not something, I don't even know where it is. I was going to look for it to show you here, but I couldn't find it. Gotta get that in the frame there. So I don't even know where it is because I haven't worn it since then. So it is what it is. I now have the ability to screen print shirts with any color ink I want, on any color shirt I want, and that is amazing. So, of course, I filmed this process, and I will run a quick clip of that now, and then when I'm back, we'll talk about the shirts. When you're screen printing shirts, the essentials are, of course, the screen, some ink, and a squeegee. And that's really about it. Now, I have minimal experience screen printing. I have done some in the past with some at-home kits where you can develop your own screen. That is the worst part of the whole job. This screen cost me about 50 bucks, and it comes pre-assembled, exposed, and this is from Holden Screen Supply. So I will link them down below if you want to try this. Also, the ink is their brand of Aquapaque, which is a white ink that's made for dark colors. It's kind of difficult sometimes to print, but there's not much to it. You're essentially going to have your shirt, you're going to put your design on it, you're going to put a bead of ink, and you're going to smear it, and then lift carefully. You don't want to shift the thing, so you want to kind of pull up, and then you have a printed shirt. I'm going to be doing 3 shirts today in 3 different colors, and the first step that I'm going to do is put some newspaper in there in between each shirt, or in between the inside of the shirt. You don't want to use anything that's got texture on it. Otherwise, when you print here, it's going to be difficult to get the ink all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in all of these shirts. You don't want to stress the placement of the screen too much. This is not an exact science, and when it's on the body, it's very hard to see if it's sideways anyway. All you want to do, open this ink. This is like a gel type ink, very gummy in texture. You're going to get something to spread a little bit on the screen. Again, I'm only doing 3 shirts, so I shouldn't need a whole lot of this. Okay. This is water cleanup, so no big deal. First thing you want to do is flood the screen with ink, but to do that, I'm not pushing down here. I'm just going to rest the squeegee at an angle and just kind of push forward, and this will give us a little bit of ink over the whole design. And now we can go ahead and do our first print. When you're doing this, firm pressure down, pull, push back. I can see that I have a spot here where there was no ink, so I want to get a little on there. Again, water cleanup, not a big deal. We lift and we have a printed shirt. Let these air dry for a few minutes, and then we'll throw them in the dryer. once your shirts are printed, you want to let them kind of rest. And so I go clean the tools out, clean the screen out, get all the paint off of it, because this is essentially a latex-based paint. So you want to let the shirts rest for a bit, and you can't lay them on top of each other because this is wet paint. So you do want to heat set these. I like to. It makes the ink last longer, and you can do that a number of ways: a hot iron, blow dryer, or tumble dry. I'm going to do a combination of blow dry, tumble dry, and then they'll be done. All right, I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that. Thank you so much. That was actually really fun and really easy to do. It was not hyperbole in the video. It's actually that easy. You just put the thing down, a little ink, done. Now, I made 3 shirts this weekend. Blue, I did black, and I did green. Green was the first one I did, and consequently, it's the one that screwed up the most. I don't know if this is going to come across on screen, but there's some bleeding here where I didn't have enough ink on the screen, and that's just learn and live and learn. Dang, I cannot talk today. When I pre-flooded the screen at the beginning, I just didn't get enough ink. I was trying to be spare on the ink, and also I printed it. I don't know if you can tell, but I printed it really low on the shirt, so it's almost like on my belly, which I don't want. I want it where this one is, up higher, up near my boobies. So I have shirts. I made 3 as a test because I'm going to offer these for sale. These 3 colors are the 3 colors that will be for sale. Black, green, and navy blue. They are already for sale. If you go to thedailyshed.com / something, shop or store, it'll show up down here. You can order a shirt. The advantage of being able to screen print them is that I can make them to order. So if you buy a shirt from me, you're literally getting it from me. I'm going to make the shirt here on this table and ship it to you. So it's not coming from some random factory. And I can offer these at super cheap prices. This is a Fruit of the Loom 100% cotton shirt, screen printed by me and shipped to your door. It's $15. If you're outside the US, $20. That's a pretty damn good deal. If you go to a concert, you're going to pay $30 for a shirt, and they didn't make it, right? I'm going to make it myself. There are 2 ways to get this shirt, and this will, in a roundabout way, lead us back to why I did this in the first place. I've told you guys many times that I have a Patreon campaign. I don't promote it at all because I hate the idea that I need your money to continue doing the show. That's definitely not the case. I don't need your money to continue doing the show, but it would be nice to be able to pay for the show without spending out of my own pocket. So if people want to help do that, great. And I have a tier over there, the $5 tier, which has been in existence since the start of the campaign, which was like 8 months ago, and I never had a reward for it. I just said, I don't know what to do with this. Let's come up with something. And a few pledgers have paid for the last 6-8 months into that fund, and I've never come up with a reward for them. And so I thought that I wanted shirts for me to wear to promote. I feel like I should be self-promoting, right? I should wear shirts. So what's the best way to do that? And screen printing was it. If I were to order a shirt like this from a shirt seller, it would cost me $20 for a digital print because it's outrageous to order white ink. Or I could order in batches for screen printing cheaper, but I would still have to order a whole bunch. And with this method, I can print them one at a time if I want. If you want to order a single shirt, I print the single shirt that day, mail it to you the next day. It's that easy. So I'm in control with the screen printing, and that's really what I wanted. So there's 2 ways to get the shirt. $15 on my website, or you can go to Patreon. And what I've decided to do, I've seen other Patreon campaigns where they offer t-shirt rewards, and it'll be like the $30 reward you get a t-shirt. I'm not asking anybody to spend $30 a month on my show. I would feel terrible if somebody gave me that much money. And so what I have done is set it up so that if you are a $5 backer for 3 months in a row, you get a shirt. And maybe I'll just do it so that every 3 months you get a shirt. No, I don't think I want to do that. No, we're not going to go down that route because then I have to keep track of stuff. 3 months at the $5 level gets you a shirt. And the cool little tweak to that is if you do it from the Patreon store, you can get a color that I don't offer in my store. You can request your own color. If you want baby blue or red, I'll print you a red shirt and ship it to you. So I don't know what's the value. Consider it the Daily Shed t-shirt layaway program if you go to the Patreon page. But ultimately, shirts are available for you. Some people have asked for them. They're here. It doesn't essentially... I paid for this frame and the ink and the stuff to make these shirts. Cost me roughly what it would cost for me to order 3 shirts from an online printer. So in my mind, I'm already even on this. So if you order a shirt, you're basically just giving me like a tip. I'm going to make about between $4 and $6 depending on where you live. So that's pretty cool. And I can sell it cheap enough that I don't feel like I'm gouging anybody for a t-shirt. So I'm pretty proud of them. I'm actually very proud of them. And I hope you like them. And if you want one, get them while supplies last. There are no supplies.
No!
Terrible marketing. Get them whenever you want, because I'll print it for you. So, thank you guys as always for being here. I really do appreciate you coming back every day, making me a part of your day. It's been so much fun hanging out with you over the past months. So this is a way for me to give back, I think, somehow. And maybe we'll do some giveaways in the future if we can figure out a way to organize that. Comments down below if you have suggestions. As always, I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from littlepeopleofamerica.org. It's the thing. What height is considered a dwarf for a woman? The Little People of America defines dwarfism as a medical or genetic condition that usually results in an adult height of 4'10" or shorter among both men and women, although in some cases a person with dwarfing condition may be slightly taller than that. Interesting. My mother-in-law is a dwarf by their definition.